Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
Hi, how are you today? I'm good. You tell me, how are you?
I am good. Thank you. Okay, so
Okay.
did you go through the session notes?
Before we get into the session notes, if you can tell me something about yourself, a brief,
Okay, I
please.
am. I am Megha Lahuja and I am from Delhi and I am a makeup
Okay.
artist by profession and I love teaching and I've been teaching mathematics, English and economics since the past I can say 4 years now. So this
Oh,
is like
cool.
part time. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Okay. So where are you from?
I am basically from Bihar. However, currently I'm uh, currently I'm located in Noida.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so did you go through the notes?
If you can tell me, I looked at it. That I
The
took.
topic.
I would say I did not go through the entire session documents. However, I just looked at it superficially. So yeah,
Okay. So today's topic is financial literacy and management, right? If you want to continue with the topic, or is there anything else that you want to talk about in today's session?
we can have a casual conversation. However, I think the lessons which are showing right in front of me, it was something different. So it was perhaps a situational something a situation or a kind of questions
For
they're
today's
putting out.
session,
So oh yes,
it shows financial literacy and management.
we can talk about it. That's not a problem. We can
Let me
talk
go
about
through
it.
it. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Just give me a second. All right. So tell me, do you think it is better to save or it's better to invest?
It's always better to invest. I strongly believe into the investment, right? So perhaps if you're earning money and you're saving in your bank, or perhaps any mode of, say, banking systems, especially if I talk about maybe fixed deposits, maybe saving account, or perhaps any other, account, if you know, then it'll not be more beneficial, right? It'll definitely not help you out. It can only help you out once you have money, some money, start investing. If you have a huge amount of money, then there are a lot of investment options available in the market, right? Where you can go ahead and park your money in order to get the better return. Maybe during certain point in time, maybe 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, or even beyond that, if you're interested, right? There are stock options available. There are you can invest in properties, you can invest in gold, and so many other investment options are available, right? So that's always a better option to invest instead of parking your money in bank or somewhere, say savings, because if you do that, perhaps maybe 3%, 4% is something which the depreciation is what I mean, like uh, depreciation and appreciation, right? Appreciation is perhaps,
Yeah.
say, inflation actually is maybe 6% every year, right? And technically you are losing your money. The value of money gets lost every year. So it's
Yeah.
always a better option to go ahead and invest your money.
Okay.
What do you think? I mean, since you have been into the
Yeah.
finance
Yeah, I
world,
agree with you.
uh,
It's always
anything
better
else?
to invest. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any
Okay.
better investment options, apart from what
Okay.
I said?
No, we'll not go into the technicality of investing and all of that because it's supposed to be a general discussion, right? Yeah.
Okay.
What is the best advice that you have ever received? When it comes to investing or saving money or anything financially. What's the best advice that you've ever received?
Look, I've gone through several books when that comes to financial management, right? So all they say is you should be ready to take a little bit of say risk, right, when that comes to
Right.
money. And without taking risks, perhaps you won't be able to make a lot of money, won't be able to generate
Yeah.
wealth, technically, if I may say that. And stock options are one of the best options, right? If you know about it, the most important is that you must know about the stocks, you must know about the investment options, you must know the technicality of the uh, you know the share markets,
Yeah.
Nifty, then Sensex, and there are many others, across the globe. So you must know, you should have the knowledge about it. It's just not that you get persuaded by a lot of other people's, a lot of other people, I'm sorry, and then you start investing, you start parking your money. No, that's perhaps you'll land nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's always to learn about it. It's always, to go through what is happening all around, what are stocks, what are investment options, learn about them, and then start, small amount of money, start parking them, try to play with that, how it happens. Maybe certain point in time you'll lose your money, certain point in time you'll earn out of it, right? So instead of going into intraday, you must go for a long-term investments. That'll always be a beneficial step for you in order to make the money. So that's what I have learned so far. And there are other
Okay.
options available, as I already mentioned, that if you have a lot of money, then why don't you go and purchase your property? uh, you might, you know buy that property, and you can wait for a certain point in time, say 5 years, 10 years, and then you can sell it off,
Yeah.
and you'll get the huge amount out of that. So that's how, I mean,
Okay.
that's how you'll be able to make it money. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So apart from this, like let's move on to something else now because we've talked a lot about finances and all of that, right? So tell me, what do you like to do when you're free?
What I would like to do?
When you are free, suppose you have a day off, you call your friends. What do? You go out for a movie, for dinner, maybe you sleep all day.
No, I don't like sleeping all day, but yes, of course, I take rest, but I don't want to waste an entire day in sleeping and doing
Okay.
nothing. What I do is I have several options available. I can take a look at the books. I can watch a movie. I can listen to some music, great music, right around. And yeah, and if you have that time, say if you have some time left, you can always go outside and in your favorite restaurants, and then if
Have
you
good
have
food.
some movies and everything, yeah, have fun and all of that. Yes.
Okay.
What do you do?
All
Let me
right.
ask this question to you, because I don't want to make this
Okay.
question answer
No,
session, right?
this session is supposed to be about you when you are speaking and I am listening.
No, but I think to make that interesting, I think we both talk about it, right?
Okay. So whenever
So
I am
yes.
free, I because I am a makeup artist, I love dressing people up, dolling them up. I call my friends over, you know,
Hmm.
make them wear a sari or a lehenga, or some fancy outfit. I do their makeup and we do shoots at home. So that is something which I really like to do when I'm free. And I also like to shoot my own videos when I'm free. So I do transitions and all of that. And I love
Oh,
to dance. I
that's
love
good.
to sing. Although I am a very bad singer, I love singing. So I roam around in the entire house, sing on the top of my voice, dance, and just relax. I don't like to go out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like to stay at home, in my own comfort zone, I can say. I like to do that. So I call my friends over and order
All
good
right.
food at home.
You order good
Yeah,
food at home. You don't
yeah.
like
I
cooking?
don't like to go
You
to
don't cook
restaurant.
food?
No, I don't cook.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
I do, like, when you obviously can't, eat food from outside every day. Sometimes you do have to cook, but I am not really fond of cooking.
Okay. That's the easiest
Yeah,
way, to call your friends, and then there are a lot of options, available. You just have to
yeah,
call and place the order, and then you have your favorite food at your doorstep.
yeah.
Step. So
That is
that's, yeah,
something
that's
which I
interesting.
really enjoy.
Okay.
Okay, so tell me more about you, your hobbies. We've discussed about your hobbies. Something else. Do you like to travel? Have you ever been to different places?
I do not like too much traveling, to be very honest with you, but it's not that I don't at all travel. Whenever I get the time, I certainly plan out something and then go for a travel, right? But that I
Okay.
do not do very often than not. Uh, I'm not a person, every weekend you go out and with your friends, maybe you solo do some solo trips, or say if you have your family members, get your bags packed and start your journey. So I don't do that normally.
Okay.
But yes, I like traveling, but not very often. than not.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'll just give you a situation and you tell me what you'll do, okay? So suppose you have a time machine and you can go in the past or in your future. Where would you go and why?
In the past or future?
Yeah, you have to choose one. You can either go to the past or to your future. You can't pick both.
Okay. Then I would certainly, because I don't know about the future, so I've already lived the past. So all I would like to go is I would certainly opt the past one because I remember the earlier days when we had friends, when you don't have any responsibilities, right? And you have a lot of friends in your school during your school days where you go out and play like anything, and you don't have
Yeah,
to bother about money and any XYZ responsibilities for that matter, and you lead your free life, right? So uh, that's perhaps the interesting part of the entire life, I believe. And everybody wants to travel back, and though that's not technically possible, but people used to want to go back and stay that life. So
okay.
so I would certainly like love to go back in the past.
All right. And what is your, one of your most favorite childhood memories that you want to share?
Childhood memories. I don't remember
Some
exactly.
funny incidents, some crazy things that you did when you were younger.
There were a lot, but I don't remember at this point in time.
All
If
right. What
you
about
ask
college?
us, college,
You had a lot of friends in college as well. Did you enjoy your college time as much as you did your school time, or college was different?
college was different because I enjoyed most of the times. If I say I had a lot of friends back in schools, I remember, but in college, I used to reserve myself. I'm not very open and go out and talk to anybody for
You can say
say for the sake
introvert.
of friendship and all. Say, I'm sorry.
Introvert.
Introvert kind of, yes. And then I'm trying to
Okay.
open up now. You cannot, once you'll talk to me, it wouldn't seem that I'm an introvert, but yes. But somewhere down the line, I'm not somebody, an extrovert, go out and talk to anybody and start your conversation with anybody, for no matter what. So I have seen a lot of people who are extrovert or say who are open to talk at any point in time. They're so open that you never know when he'll come to you and ask any questions, whether it interests you or it does not. So no matter for that, because I have seen a lot of people, those who are introvert certainly would like to reserve themselves, right? They don't
Yeah.
open and talk a lot. So I'm that kind of person. So back in school, when I remember, I was not that sort of introvert, but I think as time progresses, so I don't know, something changed, and now find myself more confined towards me. Though
Okay.
I have friends, very limited, not too much.
That's not a problem.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
I do not consider that a problem for sure, but yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. So you think it was easier when you were younger to make new friends and to talk to people, but now you have a reserved nature that you're not able to open up. So is it that you don't want to open up, or something is stopping you?
Nothing is stopping me because I have been into I started working, right? It's been around 10, 11 years now. I talk to a number of people every day. In the office, a lot of people in the office, you have to go out, you have to approach those people and then start talking. So it doesn't hesitate me at all. But I would say, the definition of introvert. So
Yeah.
that is something which is there already. I understand them. I do not take initiatives. I'm not so proactive when that comes to taking instance, walking
You
to a
don't want to
person
take the
and then
first
start
step.
talking. I'd not take it. I
But if
normally,
someone comes to you and talks to you, you would talk to that person.
oh yes, oh yes,
All right. Okay. So
yeah.
you don't like to take initiative. All
Kind of
right.
yes.
Okay. So is that because you're too sick of people? Because you meet n number of people every day, as you've told me?
No, not like that, but it's perhaps kind of characteristics that everyone has, right?
All right.
So that is naturally, it gets developed. You don't know, you have no control on it. Even if you
Okay.
start opening up, you start trying to act like you're extrovert, you're caught. Whereas people will be able to understand that you this is not your real your character. So you are out of that character and you're trying to talk to a number of people which you perhaps do not ever, right? So that's something like that. And I find certainly, that I find myself kind of little introvert. Yes.
Okay.
What
Now
do you
there'll
think?
be
I mean,
one.
how are you? I mean, are you open to talk to a number of people every day,
Yes, I can
or
talk to
you're kind of
anyone. Although I don't like to go out, but if I do, like occasionally, like obviously I can't sit at my home the entire day, like. But if I go out, I do talk to people, and I really love talking to new people. Like for example, we are having a conversation right now, so I'm really enjoying it because you learn from different experiences. People have so many different things to share with you, and it is something which really fascinates me. Like there's so many things to learn from people. So I love
yes,
talking to people. I can talk about anything as far as I know about it.
great, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me one thing about yourself which you don't like and you would want to change.
You asked this very interesting question. I always wanted to answer that. As I said, I already mentioned it, right? I always wanted to open up as much as possible. Trust me, every time I try that, I don't know. Though I do not fail it. I would not say that I always fail, but I am not the one who is, who is open to talk to anybody. For if you do not have any reason, I tend to stop. I tend to not to talk to the people a lot because I have seen people. They are so good at because that's what is required in today's world. We
Yes.
have to open and talk to the people no matter what. I know I've known so many people. I've watched so many videos. I have watched so many people. They're exceptional at the intercommunication.